Hi guys, welcome back. Reese is about to be 1 year old. I have officially decided on a birthday theme for him. We are going to be doing The Chosen One. It's a Harry Potter theme. If you've seen my nursery tour, you know I like Harry Potter, and with doing that I have created a Facebook event for all of my friends and family, and I have linked an Amazon wish list if they're looking for any suggestions for some gifts to get him. And today I am here to talk about all the things I think you should get. Let's jump right into it. So the first thing I have is a water table. I think this is super cool. This one specifically is kind of like a dual function. You can do water on one side and you can put sand on the other, or you could do one or the other. So we might just do one with water, and then we can actually maybe use the kinetic sand in the separate compartment. But I think that this would be super awesome to put on the back deck, keep him entertained, and have some sensory play in the summertime. And I just think it's a pretty good bang for your buck for how much I think we'll really be getting use out of it this summer. The next thing I put on his list is a ball pit. Now I know that these sometimes can be the thorn in people's sides because the balls do get everywhere, but I feel like that's just kind of par for the course. But I chose to register for this one specifically because one, it's neutral. Hello, we know I really like my aesthetic. And it also has dual function because not only is it a ball pit, but you can actually put it outside and fill it up with water. So it kind of serves as both a ball pit and a pool for him this summer, and it is foldable, so it won't just be taking up space in my living room because y'all know that it's a shared space, living room and playroom, and we need to be really intentional about what big purchases that we are putting in our living room. The next thing I put on there is actually a basket of babies, and I know it sounds kind of weird. I found this out from watching Aspyn's channel. She had a bunch of baskets of babies for her daughter Cove, so I knew I wanted to get it for Reese. My mom had actually gotten him a little doll very similar to the ones in the basket for Christmas. His name is Mason. I think it's just the name that came with the doll, and he loved that thing. Like, he was like ripping through it to get into it at Christmas, which was like so surprising because like no one thought that that would be like the toy that he actually really liked. And he still plays with Mason. He's just kind of like that staple toy that kind of just travels with him now, so I think that he'll really enjoy getting to see other little baby dolls that are his size and tiny, and then of course represent different people. The next thing on his list is a mop dusting combo. It's really good for pretend play. I don't necessarily think I follow the Montessori method to a T, but they kind of inspire me, and every child likes to role play, so I know that he'll really enjoy that. He's always messing with my broom, so I figure that he can have his own broom, and it'll be something that will kind of tuck in nicely with his play kitchen area. Speaking of play kitchen, that is my big gift that I am getting him for his birthday. I actually had bought this way back when, probably even before Christmas, and I just couldn't resist it. I'm very into rattan and cane, and when I saw this at Home Goods, I had to have it. I 100% know it's not everybody's vibe, but it's my vibe, so I think it'll look so stinking cute, and so I'll have that down in the living room with a big bow on it for his birthday. So make sure you're putting some sort of a play kitchen on there. They have very cheap ones that you can actually get from IKEA. I feel like that's like a common one you see all the time, and then there's videos out there of how you can like DIY them, but don't feel like you have to do that. You can even get like the stereotypical plastic ones on Amazon for around $50, but I think a play kitchen is great because it gives them so much opportunity to grow with it, because a child will play with a play kitchen for years to come. This one's definitely a little bit weird, but I have Roombas and a Dyson, and so Reese naturally loves attacking my Roombas. I got them for Christmas, and every time they're out trying to do their cleaning, he just like attacks them. And so I was like, there's gotta be a Roomba for kids, and so I actually put a little play toy Roomba and Dyson on there again, so when I am vacuuming or the Roombas are going, he'll have his to play with as well. I think it's all just about making him feel included in my day-to-day tasks, and I think it'll be something that he'll really enjoy. By no means is this an essential, nor is it everybody's cup of tea, but for my child specifically, I think he'll really like them. Kind of keeping with the kitchen set, I kind of have gone with that theme as far as this birthday goes, so you'll want to just make sure that you are getting some play pots, pans, cups. Mine are wooden because you know, I like wooden toys. And then Melissa and Doug actually has like a really good like bread, meat, vegetable, fruit type of combo that you can get that's all wooden. So I put that on the registry as well. Something else that I have on there is actually soft blocks. We have quite a few different varieties of blocks at this point, but these are just wood looking like blocks, but they're actually kind of moldable. So I think that they'll be fun to not only chew on at this stage, because he has 8 teeth at this point. I have just booked his first dentist appointment, which is kind of crazy to think about transitioning from a baby to a toddler. But it's just something that I think he'll really enjoy playing with now, and then eventually as he continues to grow with the toy, he can build towers. A functional gift on there is actually his crib adapter. So our crib is convertible, so it's like the little railing bar that can be attached to it when he gets a little bit older to make it into a toddler bed. I think that it's just something kind of good to have. I didn't put it on our baby registry originally just because it was kind of in the future, and now we've reached that point where in the near future we'll be considering or thinking about moving him up to a toddler bed. Again, crazy to think about, and so it's just something that'll be kind of cool and functional. A gift for the parents, but for Reece, he won't really care about it, but we'll care about it. I also put on there a crawling tunnel. I really love the one by Gather, but I'm pretty sure it's just a little bit more pricier than I'm looking to spend right now. So I did find a nice neutral one on Amazon with some really good reviews. It does fold up when it's not in use, so again, it kind of has that option to be out for play or tucked away for saving some space. So I think that that'll be cool to kind of line toys up inside, practice the climbing. He can also maybe attach that to his pickler, so it's something that's kind of versatile, and it's just like what your imagination will really work with. I think it'll be a good toy to kind of have for him. Something else I also put on the registry is some water toys, whether they be for the beach, his water table, his ball pit pool combo, or my parents' house at the actual pool. I think it'll kind of just be good. It comes with its own little carrying bag that you can shake sand out or just carry the wet toys in so they can dry and don't get moldy. But it has a really good assortment of different options, and it's silicone, so I think it's supposed to be really good quality where it's not going to break on you, because you know sometimes those plastic toys will break at the beach. So I think it'll be worth the investment, and I'm really hoping that we get that. As you guys know, I love Melissa and Doug. I have a bunch of their wooden peg puzzles. He got some for Christmas, and I have some more advanced ones that he'll get later on that I have thrifted. But one that I did put on his wish list to be gifted is one that has latches on it. He has seen this puzzle. They have it when we go to his library story time, and he could spend all day playing with this puzzle, so I just knew I had to put it on there for him. It really makes him work on his pincher grasp, which he has perfected at this point, and so I think that he'll really enjoy that puzzle. I did also put a wooden train set on there. Again, this is something that he has played with when we have gone to the library for story time. Obviously, at this point, he doesn't really understand the concept of how to build it and things like that, but he does like looking at it and moving the train, so I think it's really going to be a gift that'll grow with him. So I think that that'll be awesome for him to get. In terms of just a functional gift that I think everybody should put on a wish list for their 1-year-old if you're creating this is just some diapers and wipes. You can never have too many diapers and wipes, and Reece is in size 5 diapers now, so they are still just as expensive, but I am getting less diapers per pack. And so just the idea of getting gifted some wipes and diapers, which are super functional and super appreciated, is awesome. So don't be afraid to put that on your wish list. I did also throw some pajamas on his wish list. He is pretty much outgrowing the neutral footies that I can find. He usually wears the Target or the Burt's Bees brand at this point. They don't really make super large footie sizes after 24 months, so he is moving to like the top and bottom set. I believe they're like a bamboo or very similar to a bamboo material, and so hopefully they'll be comfy and stretchy, and all the reviews are super good about them, so I just put a couple of those different options on there. I did go ahead and put some magnetic tiles. I know that everybody always raves about magnet tiles. It's something that 6 months old until like 8 years old, every child loves magnet tiles. They're super cool for being able to just use your imagination to build things, and then of course babies just like connecting things together. And so I actually think I put like an off-brand. It's not the specific magnet tiles because those are quite expensive in my opinion. You don't get as many, so I think I just found one that's pretty comparable, and hopefully he'll really like them. Something else that I put on there is musical instruments. Again, when we go to story time, I feel like I just have talked about story time a lot, so if you haven't checked out your local library for their story times, check them out. It's super cool to be able to meet new mom friends, meet new babies for your child, have everybody just socialize and interact, and it's free. So check out your local library. But we always have musical instruments that we do as part of the session, and so I knew that Reece needed his own pair, and I think this has like 10 or so different instruments on it that he can use, so it'll be super cool to see him shake and bang everything about. I did go ahead and put a balance bike on there. I think that everybody pretty much raves at them at this point. They have different stages that you can get. I think the overall goal is obviously to balance, but I think if you start your child off with a balance bike young, then you won't really have to move into training wheels on a big kid bike. I could be wrong. If you do know the actual specific reason, let me know. But I got one for Reece because I'm hoping to work on his balance as far as bike riding, but we're also hoping that he'll start walking soon. He seems so close. We're not rushing him, but he's like right there, so maybe this will kind of help him along. So we just put a balance bike on there for him. I went ahead and put a wooden little shopping cart on there. He can put his basket of babies in there and push them around. Again, it'll go with his kind of kitchen theme or kitchen setup, and it'll also encourage his walking, so it's kind of got a bunch of different functions to it. But I think it'll be something that'll be fun to not only play with now, but he'll continue to like it as he gets older too. Something I put on there is an audio baby monitor. So if you guys have seen any of my videos, you know that we have the Dr. Meter baby monitor and we love it. It is such good quality, like can't say enough great things about it. But I have noticed that especially last summer when we would take Reece to my parents' house in the summertime, we'd be out in the deck or in the pool and then he would be inside napping, and we kind of had issues about like, we won't really hear him if he wakes up, so we're like FaceTiming each other and leaving someone's phone in there. And we kind of just made it through, but I was like, I don't know if we need another monitor. And then recently we had gone and visited family in New Hampshire, and again we kind of had that same issue where if I just had that monitor, it would be just so easy to be downstairs and he's across the house taking his nap to hear him. So I've bit the bullet and I just put a really simple and cheap audio monitor on there. I think it'd be good to kind of just have in the diaper bag for when we're traveling and out and about and he needs to go separately somewhere for a nap. So from a functionality standpoint and keeping my sanity of just knowing that he's okay when he's taking those naps, we put a baby monitor on there. I did go ahead and put a wooden Rainmaker. Reece loves pushing things. He likes circular objects and things that make noise. So of course a Rainmaker fit right into this description. I think it's less than like $10 or $15, so it's really affordable, but I think it'll be something that he'll enjoy kind of throwing around and shaking about, and it'll just be something that'll be fun to kind of put on his shelf for toy rotation. Something else that I put on there is a wooden car ramp. It's kind of the dupe to the Love Every car ramp. I'm sure you've seen it. It's a really popular toy when people show what they have in their playroom. We currently don't have a Love Every subscription, and so a lot of times I'll thrift Love Every toys, and I just really haven't been able to get my hands on one specifically with the Love Every brand. So I did find a dupe option on Amazon, and it's really affordable, and I think that Reece will really enjoy getting to put them on and just watching them go down. I did go ahead and put a wooden block tower on there, the stereotypical basic wooden building blocks, again for imaginative play and pretend play and building houses and tunnels and things like that. Whatever he wants to do, I feel like it's just kind of a staple, very basic block for everybody to kind of have. And then the last thing I put on there is a toy wooden workbench. This is definitely something that I think that you can definitely just get, like the basic tiny little tool kits, but I think the workbench is even fun to kind of have a space to do his hammering and play with all the different things when he gets a little bit older. This will definitely be a toy that he'll kind of grow into. Right now he'll stand at it probably and chew on the stuff and maybe hold some things, but I don't really think he'll understand the concept of actually putting things together and hammering down the nails. So he'll grow with it, but I think it's again something that he could still use right now, so it's a double win. And that's pretty much it. I hope this is helpful if you're just looking for some really good options to either gift to a 1-year-old, or if you're the parent and you're making a wish list for your friends and family. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.